Or evolutionary, yes.
Yeah. I've been during the last couple of hours, I've just been setting up a bit of a simulation for using termite for robotic manipulation. So after Meryl goes, I can show you what I've just been testing.
Yeah.
Too
Thank
easy.
you.
That's all right. You're welcome.
Yeah, it's okay. Thank you. So let's see what Marl brings up.
This is in this part spatial graph, and I was just completed.
Oh, you didn't setting the goals and then didn't start the process yet. Okay. So do you have any question in these steps?
And not yet. Everything is okay till now.
Go on.
Thank you.
Yeah, Carl, it's your turn, I guess.
I think Roberto.
Just doing a little
unmuted.
bit of work.
Okay. I
Do you have my screen?
Okay.
Yeah, we have your screen.
Cool. So I've just been quickly playing with setting up a little bit of simulation with a robot using the different type of settings you've got in Termite to see if, I don't know, maybe there's something we can do in regards to different material layout or something with Termite on an actual physical scale, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. You try to joining the robotic fabrication with termite nest.
Exactly. So sort of use the generative design and sort of see if we can come out with something a bit more, informal.
Yeah. So how is exactly going to work? Could you just a little clear?
Sorry?
Could you just explain it a little bit more to detail?
This is really simple.
Okay.
So what I've done is what sort of I've been working on is I was thinking if we can add in a different column here as well. And so if we switch from tool 1 to tool 4 to tool 5 back to tool 1, so that the data from the CSV actually feeds into the robot, so we can sort of pull that out and automatically change, put a bit of logic behind that side. I was just seeing how easy it was to go from the sort of smaller scale up to the real scale with the sort of industrial quantec. So it's,
okay, so do you want to use it for pick and place?
Well, that's the switching between the tools. I think the generative data is sort of, it's sort of, I'd like to sort of consider introducing a bit of a loop because we can get some data from the robot as it passes through the material that then reinforces termite. And that perhaps there's some sort of generative loop that sort of builds up over time, built on the engine that you've got in termite. So it's pretty straightforward, but imagine that this is actually going through something physical or manipulating an object. I don't do much pick and place, it's a bit too straightforward. Without the vision, it would be more milling or sort of dealing with some sort of material, I think.
Yeah. But and about the data interaction between the robots and the termite nest, you said that how you can interact. Do you have any idea about how you can syncing this to physical environment with termite nest to getting the information back and starting the iteration based on it?
With MX automation, what we do in-house, that's 20 extra minutes of work just when I'm on site. I'm obviously working at home at the moment, but you can easily create a loop where the robot is generating data that then comes out. Because at the moment, I'm just using the points to generate the areas, and whether the area becomes something not two-dimensional, but the actual three-dimensional area of a shape or something. So then maybe we can sort of build a tower, or if it's an additive material, it even becomes more interesting because then we can introduce a 3D scanner or something, and then sort of see if it can build up by itself.
Yeah.
I mean, it's called termite, so we might as well make a termite tower.
Oh, it's okay.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, then, yeah, it's true. So it's really interesting, and I'm really eager to work in it with you if you have any problem with it. And if you think that is there any places that we can aid you in the process, I can share the new things to you, and we can collaborate with it. So if you just bringing it to a way that think it's satisfying enough, it's enough to satisfy you, please share it with me to make it better together. It's okay. It's really nice. I didn't think about thermiteness in the additive manufacturing, yes, but this is a new topic that could be work with. It's okay. Thank you.
Yeah, it's sort of, it's where I default though. Like, you know, if it doesn't sort of get made into the real world, I sort of loses my interest very quickly. So I
Yeah.
just wanted to incorporate the robot into the process somewhere.
It's okay. It's really cool.
Cool.
Thank you for it. And so let's go ahead about the Kamyar, I guess. Now it's your turn to show us. Yeah, you ran away. Yeah. So we have Mina also with us.
Yes.
Yeah. Hello, Mina. Can you hear me? No reaction. Nobody there.
I think Mina is also trying to write the solution for the assignment. So, like other participants, you can also do the assignment using the basic code that Mohammed provided yesterday. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm not sure if she's really online.
I don't know. I think she's online. We have her in our participants, but I don't know.
So, okay. We can now go and check a new things about the yesterday question that Patrick had has about the second iteration and how can we add the uh, sub places into a place. I will go to show you a new example. And then we can go ahead and checking the projects after that. So I'm waiting for Kamir to Mina to join us and
Kamir is back.
back.
Yes. Now.
Waiting for him. Yeah. Hello, Kamir. Can you hear me?
It's your turn, Kamyar. Can you show us your assignment for evolutionary design and how it can be combined with termite nest plan generation?
Okay.
We have chat, so.
So it would be great if you share your screen with us and tell us about how you did and what you did. Hi, can I use microphone? Okay, so just unmuting the microphone in the
Yes,
left.
you can. It's not really clear.
I have your voice, but it's really weak and low. Please speak louder or check your microphone.
No, it's not clear.
No.
I tried to
Maybe it
find.
would be good to use a hands-free. If you have.
Do you have my voice now?
Yeah, yeah, we have your voice, but it's not really clear. It's very weak.
Um, I will try to show you what I haven't just created any kind of special stuff, but I have tried to extend the use of genetic algorithm for this extension that you have created. I've just tried to recreate it in my grasshopper definition and added some components for scaling the boundary with some limited numbers in order to see how the results will change. I've been planning to combine it with other software, optimization plugins like Walasi and goat, but I couldn't make it work in the time. I'm trying to make it better. You can see my screen if I share it with you. Uh,
Yeah, please just share your screen to see. Um, being much more
is it shared now?
clear. Yeah, we have your screen now.
Well, let me just explain. This is my I have created your definition. Some parts I've used other components, for example, in point selection for surface and in um, in this part, for the genetic algorithm, I have added these two genes which are responsible for scaling the boundary in two axes, which would change the size of my site in order to understand the better size for getting the better view from this curve. And I tried optimizing it multiple times. Everything was fine. I didn't face any problem during this process.
Okay, so I'm just curious about the process you said, uh, scaling the site. In so uh, how does it really how is it work exactly? You changing the site area to reach what? I can't understand the point of
Well, I've
behind
been
this
trying to
action.
create a definition some times before to create, to generate random plans inside boundaries which are changing. And I was curious to know that whether this plugin can work with that. So I tried scaling it in order to see whether changing the boundary will create other working plans for me. And well, it was very nice. And right now I'm just trying to work to achieve what I've been planning to do.
Okay, so how is the process exactly? It changed the boundary and also the graph in the same phase, you said, as I can see in your definition, right?
Yes, the boundary is changing
Yeah,
in X and Y axis with these two
yeah.
slides.
So if what's your idea if we separating these two parts from each other? You defining the algorithm to generating shape with different size or even different shapes and geometry. You can code in some restriction or some you can add some expression that change your geometry shapes. For example, it can be something like adding some void, adding some subtraction to the inputted geometry, and you can save different forms and then change different planning graph inside them into different separate parts instead of just doing the scale and the special graph instead one process and checking out how is it work if you doing this process align each other in parallel, and if you separate them and checking the result and the speed of the calculation and the accuracy. I think it would be great if you check this process separately and also in parallel and comparing the results and comparing the accuracy of the output and compare it to desired that you reach for. I think it could be a good effort if you do this.
Creating multiple boundaries and executing the algorithm in each of them separately in order to see the results.
Excuse me?
And you mean you it's better to do it in separate boundaries which are not constantly changing in order to achieve better results, yes?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, your voice is clear now. What did you do? It's okay.
Uh, I just I hold the microphone in my hand.
Oh,
Is it okay?
yeah, yeah. It's okay now.
I mean, doing it in separate boundaries. You
Yeah,
say it helps instead of changing the boundaries inside the definition. Yes.
yeah, yeah. Let me just
Uh,
showing the example if you want to you.
can you do it? Can you connect to my to my PC?
I think it's really I can connect, but it's worked really slowly. I can share my screen and do example and send it to you.
That's fine. So I should stop sharing my screen right now.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Okay. No, this is not the right answer. So what I mean is consider that if you want to drawing a plan and generating the plan inside this boundary. So you talk about the different geometry shapes that can affect the boundary, affect the planning. So in this case, uh, there's two main points, and they are that if the size of the site that we are trying to generate plan inside it is bigger than the size of the whole plan we want to draw, and how much is it is bigger. For example, if the plan that I want to generate inside this site just taking the lower than 50% of this site, so I can create I can writing a definition and using the algorithm that trying to generate this shape in different location of this site, and then also trying to change the shape of itself in different ways. So, and then I'm trying, and then trying to generating the graph inside the boundary and checking the result. Do you understand my purpose?
Yeah, yeah, that was exactly the thing that I was wishing to do,
Okay.
and it is different with with what we did last session. But I was trying to make the site change
Yeah.
itself
So
in
yeah,
multiple.
yeah, it really depends on so many parameters. But if you want to do this and make it clear for yourself, the two main parameters that you should consider is the size of the site and the size of the final output of your plan. So and then you can decide how you then you can decide how to set the solution space within the site. So excuse me. Okay, you miss Camille? No, he's here. So I means that you have to discreting the solution space for the geometry formation, and then trying to generate the plan inside those geometries. So the way that you can do is to setting some formula for it. For example, if I want to do this, I'm setting the site boundary and I'm choosing the corners and centers as the origin of the geometry formation. So I have this center point. I have 5 points that I can create my geometry uh, from them. So the thing is here, the thing that's really important here is to how can I generate the geometry. So you can generate. I'm just starting with the center because it's simple one, and then you can
Change the
uh,
position.
yeah, change the position and develop them for the other positions. And it's just about to how to setting the domain for x and y border. So so you set this center point, and based on the area that you have from the CSV file, I'm just using this CSV example file.
The area of this boundary shouldn't be smaller than the cumulated area in the CSV files, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So let me just trying with this. Okay, so here it says that we have 225 meters square we need to have. So I can creating a rectangle with it. If I use the uh, square root, so I have the x and y dimension here, so I can set the aspect ratio for it if I want to change the dimension of my boundary. So if I set it to this, you can see it's drawing the rectangle.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, so my boundary is really big. So, and I can also change this by the setting the aspect ratio for it. So it says now I can see. Now I can see that if I change it,
Oh,
this is another rectangle with same size, but the aspect ratio that I provided here changed the x and y dimension for me. You can see. So you should do the things that you should consider is setting the limitation for it to
uh,
yeah, to not
eh,
getting outside the boundary. So it's not a really hard work, but you can check it out.
It is
So
a method of making sure that the area stays constant.
yeah,
But I'm really curious to know, is there a way for you doing this, for example, with two rectangles combined with each other?
yeah, yeah. It's okay. Now you can see that the area is steady as I change the aspect. It's okay. It's still 225. Okay, so and also you you talk about the combination of the geometries. It's also possible. So the thing that you can do, you just need to separating the parts from each other. So you can now you have this as a basic geometry that you provide, that you shape. Okay, so you can subtract it into this four parts and then trying to subtract and adding to these four parts. Can you understand my meaning? What I'm trying to
You
say?
mean using intersections and region unions for this purpose?
For example, I'm using the mesh geometry to show it easier and faster. So I'm divided into four parts. So now you can see I have four regions.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can set in the algorithm to and I can select the one of these region. So and another one in the opposite side, for example. Yeah. So now I can set in the algorithm if I subtracting from this region, try I can set in the
Selecting the part which is going to be subtracted is the way of making that form, yes?
yeah, yeah, exactly. You can subtracting from this region and adding to this region, so you can show that the area is steady and you have the different shapes for yourself.
I
So it,
understand.
yeah, it depends on you and how you want to define geometries. You can shape different geometries in different forms. This is a basic of how you can do this. So I hope it's help and continue to make it better instead of just
Yes.
yeah. Okay, is, is it okay to stop my sharing?
Yes. I understand everything.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So Roberto, do you still have a problem with
I couldn't solve it, but I wanted to keep trying. So right now I'm starting another algorithm from scratch to see if I can handle the error. Let me, if you want, I can show you what I want to do right now.
yeah.
It's an assignment. Just, it's not something very, very complex. There is this book that we use a lot here in Mexico that gives you like the orientation of the spaces. I know that I can use, for example, a Ladybug for making some solar analysis and that, but I just wanted to use this like diagram where I can orient different kind of spaces. For example, um, all this area is always destined for garages and warehouses.
Yeah.
In the north for kitchens and rooms and service rooms. In the south, the rooms or the garden. So what I want to do is to make like arches, so I can use them, use the curves and evaluate them to take out some points and use them as an anchors for the spaces. I'm doing here the new the new CSV. No, it's not this one. It's this. It's this. I'm doing here the new CSV, so I can attach it to the algorithm, and I'll let you know when I have this ready. But
Yeah.
there is still work to do right now.
Okay, thank you. Let me just showing an example about the yeah. I'm just want to show you the example of how you can add subspaces into a space. This is a real basic model. So and it could be implemented for the other plans. So now let's see what we got. Okay, I yeah, I have error here. So okay, Patrick, are you here? Can you see my screen? This is example that we talked about yesterday, and you said that you have error when you want to add the subspaces within the boundary. So don't see this error here. This is not really a big deal. I'm just trying to see to show you how to process. I'm just creating a new CSV file. So as you can see, I added the stair bathroom and the door entry as a new subspaces that should be placed inside the main entry as we have in the plan. And we said that we be creating the main entrance area, which is considered as larger scale, and we're trying to put these subspaces inside it. Okay, so and here after that I imported the information, I'm trying to separate these connection IDs and relations. I set the series here, so I subdividing the provided list in two separate lists. The first one contains the main parts, and this contains a stair bathroom and a door entry, which should be placed inside the main entrance that comes from here. So I will show you. Let me just disable it. So uh, so as you can see, consider this as a plan that I generated now. I have spaces. Let me just, yeah, this is my spaces here. And now I'm trying to adding the the stairway, the main door, and the second, the stair box inside this main entrance. So what you can see, I think the main entrance size here is not big enough to come to set these spaces inside it. Let me just make it a little bigger. Okay. Now, this is really big now. Okay, so as you can see, this special graph is the ones that created inside the main entrance. Now, I'm checking. I'm just trying to yeah. So firstly, I try to generate the the main parts of my layout with first list of my spaces and their relation. I created the main layout, and then I'm trying to setting these three parts inside one of them. So after the layout generation, I selected one of them here. This is a main entrance boundary. As you can see, it becomes green as I select it. So, and I set it to the new spatial graph component, and and this spatial graph use these three different spaces to generate new spatial graph. Inside it, I can control it to, yeah. We see I can control the size. It's about new bubble diagram, and then I can generate these spaces inside it, and you can see how it works. So, and you said that you tried to do this yesterday and you got error. So I want to, I'm curious to understand where you exactly got errors.
Yeah, I don't have the file open currently, but I did it in a slightly different manner. I tried to split the CSV file into two different files, and so I had two CSV.
Oh, you tried to open two separate CSV files and tried.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I took I did the rest kind of in a very similar way. So taking the boundary of the main entrance, using that as the new boundary of the new components.
Okay.
But yeah, I had split it into two separate CSV files.
So, so where did you got the error exactly? You got error with the spatial graph.
I think so. Yeah, I think that didn't
So,
load correctly.
yeah. It's maybe because of using of the controller point. As you can see in this example, I also turned the controller off when I'm trying to use the new spatial graph, and that's because this is my mistake. I will try to develop it. It's okay. Because the spatial graphs which are in the canvas are trying to connect with the same controller, and this makes the this makes problem for one of them when you add a new one. So in this situation, if you turn the controller off, then the spatial graph work curve okay. So on in the next version, I will try to open to solve this problem, to set so many spatial graph inside one canvas being okay, and to not have interruption with the controller. It's okay, but at the time, if you want to use it, being careful with the controller point. So that's I
mean, if there's a way to make it work with only one CSV file, it might actually even be better. I don't know.
No, it's not really, I think, being a big deal with the separate CSV file or one CSV file. So I just use one because I want to know, I'm just make sure that having one information as data source, for example. So it's not really, I think it's not being a big deal if you use two separate CSV files. I can share this CSV file to you to use it, and the definition to have to check it in your Grasshopper to see what will happen.
Sure, thanks.
Okay. Okay.
I actually had another question.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so it's pretty clear that so the boundary can't be smaller than the mass addition of all the areas of the rooms. Um, how bigger can it be without it causing issues?
Actually, I've not really tested this to have a really a specific answer to this question, but it's
does
made.
does it cause issues? I mean, I have
No,
the
the
impression that
iteration.
sometimes it
If
might
it's
cause
causing
issues.
the issues, please check the iteration step and see if it can control it for you. I think smaller iteration steps within the large boundary can solve the issues. And if it's continue to have problem, um, I will try to solve it in the next version to to controlling the size of the boundary. So this is and I uploaded the file with subspaces CSV file and the example definition inside it. So we still have Mina. No, we don't have Mina anymore. Yeah.
I think they are getting less.
Yeah.
Now we have about 6 participants, yes.
Okay.
But we hope the other participants will come back and bring their assignments.
But today we try to we want to set today as a assignment day, and we can see that we have less participants than the
Yes,
next day.
exactly.
Okay, so there's not any question, any more problem, anything that we can do. Everything's look fine.
Just I want to mention something. Okay, about the video that I told you to prepare. That should be very short, about 60 seconds and 30 seconds, excuse me. And you can upload it, you can send it to our email, maybe until tomorrow. Not very late, because we need the results to make our final video, that is the output of our workshop. But you can have a little more times after the finishing this session.
Yeah, and also Carl, can you please creating the visualized or animation of how these robotic can control the termite nest to describe it to us? Yeah, thank you. It would be awesome if we have it. Patrick, do you want
sorry,
to say?
what, yeah, what time tomorrow would be the what time would be
The deadline. I don't know. Where are you now? Because the time region.
I'm in the middle of the night here, so I'm in South America.
Oh, okay. So
is tomorrow end of
I
day,
think,
or tomorrow
yes, I think maybe 5 hours after the finishing of our session, which will be in 7 hours from now. I think that would be great if you can handle it. Okay. Because
Sure, I'll do my best.
okay, thank you. Because now we have 2 hours until the end of the session, and we hope you all complete your assignments until then. But for creating the video, you can have extended time. So that would be great to make it 5 hours after the finishing of session. Is it possible?
Yeah, sure. I think.
I think it might be a little complicated for me because I'm going to go to bed after the session. So
Oh,
5
okay.
hours after the session, I'll be waking up.
Oh, okay.
So if you just send me
12 hours.
Yeah, it's okay. So if you just send us a little about the output and the process of your definition and how it works,
Yeah.
it would be great, and we will use it by the end of the today workshop.
Okay, great.
Thank you. So Roberto, I think you're struggling with a new problem.
Sorry?
I guess you're struggling with a new problem.
Yeah, actually, this one is a new problem that I have right now. It doesn't have to do anything with the
About the new
stuff
point
before.
assigned to the graph maker component.
Well, not. I don't know because I'm not assigning any point here right now. If I put the number 1 or 3, I mean, if I navigate over all the graph with the start point index, it doesn't work. Do you want me to share the the screen again?
Oh! The input names are also changed. Yeah.
Well, I am making another CSV. I'm
So
making it from the scratch right now.
and I understand. So when you dragging the graph maker into the canvas, you see the input parameter names as Marshall signaling parameters.
Yeah. Actually, what I did right now was copying one of the components that you sent us to see if something changed, but I'm still having the same error. Let me just share my screen to show you.
Maybe, Roberto, you told that you have reinstalled the application,
I reinstalled it.
plugin. Okay. Did you reinstall the newest version? Yes, or?
Yeah, I downloaded all of the new versions that you have uploaded on Food for Rhino. For example, I have here one of the algorithms that you have. I am copying this one to the one that I'm making from scratch, and that's the same that I have right now. This is the same. But if I drag it from here, the inputs change of name.
It's weird. The component, it seems the component has crashed.
I do you think that if I reinstall it again might mitigate the problem, or?
I'm just can say to reinstalling it because the components not really work well. It's the name of the inputs is changed here, and also the could you just reinstall it? Please close your Rhino and Grasshopper, delete the GHPY, and also the user object from your library and your user object folder, and restart your computer, and then trying to copy the new GHP.
Okay.
Yeah, see what
Okay, I will turn off the computer and do. I mean, I will uninstall the program and then turn off the computer, and then I'll come back with you guys to see what happens. Okay, see you later.
Okay, thank
you. Don't worry, man.
So what we can do now to when we are waiting for the Roberto
Maran, do you have any questions or can we help in any way? You're muted.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. I'm following the process. Everything's okay by now.
Okay,
Okay.
that's
So,
good.
do you have any example 5 for us?
I showed you that, you know, I'm not professional about in the grasshopper. I was following only what you did in your
It's
papers.
okay, it's okay. I'm just asking Daichi to if you
Oh,
just
okay.
do your test. Okay. While you're laughing, Carl, what's really funny about it?
I'm just enjoying the workshop, having a good time.
Okay, that's good.
Everything goes well, Daichi? It's okay? So can I see your example file?
Okay. Can, can you show, can you see my screen?
Yeah,
Yes.
we have your sheet.
I tried to change the parameters for CSV and grasshopper parameter, grasshopper file, and like this.
Okay.
And 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 uh, and display the result after changing parameters. So I will try. Uh, I want to that main. I want to divide uh, uh,
You want to divide the boundary?
big areas, some areas. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and and uh, and and then uh, divide again, like Professor Muhammad showed us,
You
like man and
dividing site region and trying to generating the plan inside one of the region. Just
yes,
divide.
divide and
Okay.
divide.
So and what is the problem?
So I'm trying to change grasshopper diagram now, but no problem.
Okay. So it's fine. So Danny, do you have anything to show us?
Not much update since this afternoon.
Okay. Just about the recorder that I talked to you about. I'm just finding the. Are you familiar with the Python scripting, Danny?
know a little bit of C#. Python, I've only had a few interactions with.
I can send you a Python script that aid you to controlling the recorder. If you want, I can share it here.
Yeah, that'd be super helpful.
Yeah. I found it in one of the rhinoceros and grasshopper forums. It's really helpful, and I will.
So just to recap on it, it records specific types of data that you.
Yeah. No. It's not really. The data is not really important, and you can connect each kind of data you want and record them separately in different trees. It's really okay. Let me just checking to find it.
I reinstalled everything and I restart the computer. Let me check if something else happens.
Hello, Roberto. Okay, thank you.
And we hope that the problem is solved because that error, Marshall, was before the newest version. So
I hope so too.
think,
I want to make the assignment.
okay.
Oh, it's the same. It happens again.
You have the same problem now?
Yes, let me share with you. Here it is.
I'm not have any idea what's going on here.
Don't
Check
worry.
the other components.
Sorry?
Check, please check the other components like space syntax, special graphs, to see
Okay.
if they're okay.
Actually, there is something else that I wanted to show you. When I pick up this component, it's
Yeah.
like it's right now
Yeah. It
running.
needs
Is it normal?
core. Yeah, it needs determinate core to.
Yeah, you're right. There it is.
Yeah. So you have also problem here. Marshall parameter and X.
No, it's just one component.
No,
It's the same.
the nest core is also have problem.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
I tried to put the information as if it worked, but it didn't.
I will compile a new version and send it to you. See if it is okay, if it's handling the problem or no.
You're sending me another version?
Yeah,
by email?
Yeah, let me just compile it again and send it to you.
Okay, great.
Yeah, but I'm just curious, what happened? Because it was working yesterday. You had it with no trouble. Yeah?
If I open one of the algorithms that you sent to us, it works. But when I try to do it from scratch by my own means, the components just start to appear like that. Actually, yesterday happened the same, but I didn't say anything because I wanted to work with what you gave me. So that's why I didn't told you. But this happened yesterday as well, when I wanted to drag all the components. But Mohammed and Farshad, I have one question.
Okay.
I mean, the graph maker and the space syntax, I know what it does. It just try to make the optimization of the space configuration. But if I drag this one doesn't seem to have any trouble. I can generate that network. I mean, the spatial configuration by myself by hand, and these components will still work, right?
It's okay if you draw setting points by your own and set them to the bubble diagram. You can generate the layout by it, and it's not
because
really.
I mean, I was thinking, what about if I use a Kangaroo plugin to make all the simulations, the physical simulations, to maybe simulate what you are trying to do with the spatial graphs, and then use these components to generate the output geometry. This will work with whatever geometry I put, as long as it is the ones that the input needs, right?
They just need the point separation as a network, and they will work with it. It's okay. There's not a problem with it.
Okay, I think that I will stick to this for now and try to make all the earlier process by another means. In the meantime, while you send me the new version to try it out and see if it works.
Yeah,
so I'll try to work something else.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Mohammed.
You're welcome.
Also, I'm sorry. Does the controller works as well in the same way? I mean, can I use the controller without using the
Oh no, excuse me. The
the
control
graph
is just
networks?
the special graph.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, because the indexes. Okay, great. Thank you, man. Stop sharing.
Okay, Danny, I sent the data recorder for you.
Thanks, Mohammed.
Okay, it's okay.
Okay, and I just want to mention that we have a page on Instagram, which is dedicated to termite nest plugin and also especially this workshop. So if you like, you can follow us and we will update new developments and put new videos or any new achievement that it could have, and we can get connected to each other there. So I will send you the name of the account in here in the chat.
You're welcome, Roberto.
Yes, you're welcome.
I'm just checking the new compile to see if it is can help Roberto in the process.
Daichi, you're from Japan, yes?
Yes, from
Okay.
Japan.
Oh, yes, very nice to meet you. And also, you told that you have not experience working with Grasshopper, yeah? You don't have any experience?
Yes.
For, okay. So that's good that I saw you were trying, and it seems that you're learning without any problem. Yeah.
Mhm. No,
Okay, that's good.
thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I just
Excuse me.
wanted to get sure that how it happened, how it goes, and
Mhm.
okay, you can continue, and we're glad to see the results.
So there's the master file.
Also, I should mention one of our audits, and they asked about if they can apply this and use this plugin for urban planning. I should say that yes, you can apply this plugin for different special configurations, and you should just change the CSV to spaces that you need, and the relations, and also the area, and you can use it. There's no problem.
Yeah, to adding that a little information about it, we talk about the spatial configuration and how you can measuring the space relation in the first day, and we provide the example file to how you can generate the graph based on the CSV file you uploaded. Instead of the graph that the component provides for you, you can also generating the graph by your own, and using the generated graph information to analyze it and calculating the space integration for yourself, which I think could be helpful in urban planning. And
Yes, and
yeah.
yes, I saw one of the audits asked that if it can be helpful for generating the plan generation for urban planning. That is, the design goals can be the traffic or some nearby spaces that is available in the environment. So you can set these goals as we explained about the evolutionary process. And instead of, for example, we set the goal to have the most view to the seaside, you can change it and define your own goals that is specific for urban planning. And I think you can have desired goals, yes.
It would be great. So we will trying to developing new examples in specifically for urban planning, and add some features to termiteness for it, and we'll upload it. It should
Yes.
be okay. So
And
I think
we had limited interactions with our audits because
yeah.
Zoom is just, yes, we are just working with our participants. But if you're interested, dear audits, if you're interested, you can also share with us your experience of using termite nest in different problems, and we will speak about it together.
You can use the social media and the ID that we provided to send us your file, and we can check your problem, or if you have any question about the termite nest, because we didn't access to YouTube in parallel with Zoom, and
Yes.
I'm sorry about if we are not supporting the YouTube in parallel. So, but we can answer to your question if you send us your problems, and we can collaborate further than
Okay,
Yes.
we.
Mohammed.
And I think also we can further publish these videos, some parts of the videos on Muhammad's YouTube channel, and maybe also you can be able to answer comments that would be there.
Thank you.
Okay, Roberto, did you have any question? Sorry.
No, not really. I just wanted to thank you for all your effort and all your hard work, and I'm going to certainly reach you for whatever happens with this, because I'm very interested in this plugin. I think it has a lot of
Thank
potential.
you.
Yeah, thanks for
Thank
your
you. That's
interest.
great. Yeah. I also want to appreciate you all, because due to these challenging times due to pandemic, it's really challenging for all of us, but thanks to CAADRIA, we got together, and this is a really nice collaboration together to see all of you from different parts of the world. Roberto from Mexico, Danny from Australia, Carl from Austria, yes, and Daichi from Japan. We had Moral, Mina, and Mir Kamyar from Iran. And also we had some other participants that I'm not sure where they are from. And I think, Patrick, you're from Canada. You said North America. I'm not sure if Patrick is now available or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's all very interesting to see you all guys in here, and it was really it was a really good time for us.
No, thank you very much, guys. Thanks for sorting this workshop out. It was really interesting. Thank you to both. Thank you to Mohammed for showing us around as well.
It's our pleasure. So I'm still struggling with a new version specifically for Roberto. Let me just compile it and send it to him to see what's the problem.
Thank you, Mohammed. I'm gonna be vigilant when you send it to me.
No, it's okay.
Very good. Patrick is saying that he will send his animation tomorrow. Okay, thank you. That would be great. Also, other participants, please make your video as soon as possible. And I know about the different time zones, so I don't want for your videos. We send them to our email addresses. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Have a good day. Ciao.
And good luck. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll be still waiting for your the short animation, Carl.
Yes.
My short, the video.
Yeah. If you send it to us, it would be great.
Yeah, I got a
Yeah.
little bit more work to do on it. I might do a really simple pick and place or something. Just, yeah, give me a couple hours.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Thank you. And
No worries.
Thank you. And I just wanted to say that your also idea of combining this plugin with additive manufacturing is really something interesting, and we're all curious about seeing what it happens. And many thanks for your idea.
If I can get it to work, I'll even publish it on my YouTube channel. Get you a bit of attention.
That would be great. Yes.
Cool. All right, you guys. Good luck. Ciao.
Good luck. Have a nice
Good
day.
luck.
Great. I might go as well. We're going to work on this this copy thing. I might send you an email a little bit, Mohammed, if I do get into trouble with it. But I think it should be good.
Okay. Excuse me. I'm just missing your voice.
Yes.
Sorry, it's noise in the background. I'm going to go as well. I'm just going to work on this for a couple of hours, and then I'll, if I run into a bit of trouble, especially with the repetition, I'll give you I'll email you. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Stay in touch with me and send me the feedbacks. I will aid you in the process if I can. I will be glad to help you in the process.
Awesome. Thanks so much, guys.
Okay, and we also wait. We are going to wait for your video as well. So, thank you.
30-second video, right?
Yes, 30 seconds. A short video. It's just showing the process and how it works.
Perfect. Thanks again, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Okay. we are in the last steps, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mohammed, first, you will send me the new version, right? When you compile it.
I just wanna finding the latest code and trying to. I'm sorry, but just give me a minute, please, to find it.
Don't worry. Whenever you're ready.
Yes, don't worry, we are still here. Just 2 guys left, but that's okay. We are still here for 1.5 hours. We have it.
I wish this didn't fail. So I mean the plugin, so I can give you more work.
Yes.
I
and
really
I
want
saw
to
that. Okay, I saw that you had generated lots of bubble diagrams. Maybe if there is any way to combine these bubble diagrams with termite nests, maybe you can use those bubble diagrams. It would work better.
I'm very interested in using termite for the design of the housing because I'm making this collective housing project. The shape of the building that I just showed you before, it's only on the commercial section of the building. On top of it is going to be houses and apartments. This plugin that you showed us in this workshop, I want to use it on the design of the housing. So yes, I'm definitely. Yeah, I'll let you know how it went at the end.
Yeah, and if you have any problem and you want additional aid, please contact us and we can support you. It's okay.
Thank you, Farzad. I appreciate that, and I'll have it in mind for sure. Okay, just let me.
You're welcome.
Sorry. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay.
So, Moral, everything looks good? Kind of.
You're muted.
Yeah, kind of. You know, I don't know what happened in the part on the Galapagos, what happens for the Galapagos and the hardest parts. But my problem is that when you made the process for the start points and the end point, some different component used that I don't know what happened in them, and maybe that's because I don't know well about the components.
So could you just share your screen to see what happened?
Yeah.
Evaluate surface and evaluate curve. These two components maybe you're
Yeah,
asking
exactly.
about.
Yes, yes. Can you find it? Ah,
And could you please share your screen?
is it
Yes.
shared?
Yes, it's going to on.
I don't know what to do with these parts. About is it clear that in evaluate curves, and why do we use these parts, and why we are not just showing a point and specific points that we put in the curve.
Uh-huh.
You just never.
Yeah. So okay. Let me just explain it with example.
I can just add something.
Yeah, yeah.
Mohammed, can I do? Okay, as we explained yesterday, you can add points, but a way, and also I explained in today in a slide that um, if you want to use evolutionary processes and, for example, Galapagos, you need to have points inside grasshopper. You should not set it from rhino. So you need ways to evaluate, means create your points inside grasshopper, and you can use a point in a defined boundary because you want to decrease the domain that you are selecting your point from. So because of that, we used two components. One of them is evaluate surface and the boundary of our boundary. This was used as the boundary of the surface, and a point that can move inside that boundary. It can be selected as the input point that before using this process we set from Rhino. So now we are making it parametrically because we want to have the ability to change the parameters, because as Mohammed showed, he connected a construct point with two parameters for x and y, and connected these to evaluate surface component. So he can change the inputs, and the place of the point can change parametrically, and also evaluate curve. What?
It means that we use this process because of Galapagos and not, and
Yes.
if we weren't using that, we could point in the rhino and set it in the grasshopper only. Yeah?
Yes, exactly. Yes, because a parametric design is about this, that we can have access to the file and we can change it, we can find new results. And because we want to use Galapagos and we want to set some genomes that can be changed, and the output can be changed automatically by the optimization process, we should do this. So one method was evaluating surface, and the other was evaluating curve when it just needed a t parameter, which is a number slider, and you can change it, and the point can be anywhere on the curve. Yes,
Thank
I
you.
hope it helped.
Yes, it helps.
First, I have good news and bad news. Can I show you the screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. The good news is that message doesn't comes out again. It's corrected, but now I don't have any
No.
component.
It's okay because that's because I'm just testing the component graph
Okay.
maker individually in the new compiler. So I'm just want to make sure that everything goes well to do this to other components. So now I can see the result is good. So I can change I can imply this change to other components and trying to compile a new version and I will send it to you. It will
Great.
be
Thank
okay.
you. Yeah, of course. You will send. Well, send me to my email if
Yeah,
you're
I
able.
will send it to your email. Yeah.
Thank you, man. Okay. So.
So it
Okay,
is
I'll wait for it.
really good news.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I thought that I just lost all of the components.
No, it's okay. I'm just
Yes.
compile the individual component for you, so I
Great,
can
Mohammed. Thank you.
now correct it. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna send you when you send me the files. I'm going to send you some feedback. If something comes out, I'll let you know, and I'll be
Yeah,
working on the assignment.
it's okay.
And I'm going to send you the video as well. For you guys.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
I have to go. Thank you again for everything, and I
You're
hope to see
welcome.
you soon. And all of you again. It
Yeah.
was great to
Okay.
meet you all, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks
See
to
ya.
join
Thank
us in
you.
this lecture and
Yes.
follow us. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank
Yes,
you.
it was nice to meet you here, and good luck.
You too, guys. See ya.
Thank you. Bye. Okay.
So, Kamyar, are you okay with the process? Okay. So,
Together.
does it work for you to generating a boundary with subtraction and creating the new region? I'm just trying to make. Okay, so uh, so you can send me the file if you want uh, to share the progress. Constant area, the region. Okay, it's okay. So send me the file when you complete it to to find the problem if you have. Okay, and also you can provide a short video about the process that you made. Also, with the scale that you said, it's also a good example. If you just creating a short video from the boundary changes and the graph created within the different size of boundaries would be okay. We don't need to have the different shapes by the time. So, but you can progress it and send it to me to make it better together. So we will waiting to have your file and your short video. So and thank you.
Okay.
Thanks
So
for your time and your energy during these 3 days, and everything was perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
you're welcome. We hope that it was helpful for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Glad
Thank
to
you
hear it.
for your feedback.
So yeah, send it to my email. Come here when it's completed. Thank you. And Moral, and Moral and Daichi, I think you're familiar with this process of the generative design, so it's okay. When if even if you're learned much better about the generative process, it's be a good feedback for us. And thankfully, you are now much more familiar with this process, and
Yeah,
you can.
the Terminus is a friendly plugin. I think
Yeah,
this
thank
is.
you.
clear to
So,
use.
yeah. Please send us your completed task to see your efforts and your progression, and please feel free and don't hesitate to ask us if you have any question and you face any problem in your progress.
Yes. And also your videos, we are waiting for them as well.
So send us the video, even if it was simple. It's not real. It's not. Don't be worried about it. It's okay. We want
Yes.
to have the video that shows your progression and your collaboration with Termagnesis, and it's okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Thanks for joining.
Thanks for following us. And if you don't have any question, I can say goodbye. Freshta, do you have any
Idea? I don't know. Maral, you don't have any questions? Yes?
If I have a question, I will send you an email.
Okay. Okay. So, how about Daichi?
If I have question, I will send email and ask you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So you don't have a question right now?
Yes,
You don't?
I don't have.
Okay.
Okay. That's good. And also Kamya answered via chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
That you will send us the completed task.
Okay.
Okay.
So everyone,
Thank you very
please
much.
just
Wish you luck.
okay, good luck, and please complete your tasks and send us as soon as possible. We are waiting for them, and good to see you all here.
Yeah. Have a nice day and thanks for
Thank
your
you.
attention.
Thank you so
Bye.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Goodbye. Goodbye.